Hey, second and third grade adventurers. Mr. Gaspar coming to you from my home workbench. I just wanted to take a minute to make a quick video about how to build the nature journal that we've been working on. Now, I know that you've made a lot of progress on it, but it's taking a while and good work usually does. So I made this little video for you to just walk you step by step by step through the process. So if you didn't quite finish or you need some more explanation, you can watch it and finish up. Now, as it is on Seesaw, it would be great once you're done if you could take a picture and submit it so that I can see your finished nature journal. So as you can see, our nature journal will look like this. You've got your cover held together by the stick and rubber band with the pages on the inside. Taped down, all secure. So this is what we're trying to get to. I'm going to go through the supplies that you're going to need to make your nature journal. Now, most of you have these, but if you don't, this is what you can grab. You need a thin cardboard box. The thinner ones work better than the thicker, and a cereal box works great. But if you check in the pantry, you might find like a cookie box or a cracker box, anything that's going to be thin and easy to cut through. So a box. You need scissors. They are sharp, so be aware of that. You need paper. You'll need 5 to 8 sheets, either of blank paper or lined paper. You'll need a rubber band that is fairly stretchy, fairly big. You'll need something to mark with. You'll need a stick. Now, straighter is better than bent, and smoother is better than bumpy. So try and find a good stick when you're out on your next walk. And then some sort of tape, either blue tape, masking tape, scotch tape, duct tape, any tape really will work. Glue is not going to, so try and find some tape. And then finally something to write, draw with, so either crayons, colored pencils, or markers. So those are going to be your materials. So if you need to stop now, go ahead and stop, get those materials, and then come on back. All right, y'all. So step one is going to be taking the box, opening it up and cutting it to the right size. Now, what you want to get to is from the box to a flat piece of cardboard that's shaped like a rectangle. So if you can't see through it yet, you put your hand in, it stops. You want to go ahead and go to the bottom and pop it open so that your arm can go all the way through. You can see through it. All right. Then what you're going to do is you're going to take your scissors and be aware of where your scissors are and where your other hand is as you're cutting so that you don't accidentally cut yourself. But you're going to go ahead and take every single one of these flaps and cut it off where it bends. And so I'm going to take my scissors, cutting right there. So you can see that flap came right off from where it bent, and then I'm just going to go all the way around on the top and on the bottom. Okay, now that you've cut all the way around the bottom and the top, it should be smooth on each side. Make sure you go ahead and clean up after yourself, getting each of the tabs into the trash or recycling bin. After you're done cutting off all the flaps on the top and the bottom, again, you can see all the way through it, you're going to go to one of the corners and you're going to cut from the top to the bottom. Take your time. When you're done with that, that allows it to open up into a flat, rectangular piece of cardboard to work with. You'll go ahead and take the colorful side and close it up corner to corner, just like a book cover. And there you have the cover to your nature journal. All right, y'all, so now that we have our cover, the second step is going to be cutting the holes into our cover, our new piece of cardboard, to make the hole for the rubber bands to go through. Now, doing this in the right spot is really important. You want to do it along the closed edge, so the middle of your cover. So not along the open side, not along the open side, not along the open side, but along the closed side. So we're going to take our pen that we mark with. I'm going to take 3 fingers and I'm going to make a little triangle pointing towards me here. And to do that, I'm just going to make 1 line up and 1 line down. You can see I'm not actually drawing my 3rd edge of the triangle because that is the edge of the cardboard. Again, I'm going to go ahead and take 3 fingers and then draw my triangle right there. So 1 line up, 1 line down. And I'm going to then take my scissors and cut right along those black lines, trying not to go past them. And when we do this, I like to find the sharpest part of the scissors, which is up in the middle. The ends tend to get a little bit dull. But again, be careful, watch for your fingers. So I'm going to just cut up there, cut up, and then if you've ever had a loose tooth, which I know all of you all have, your little triangle is going to be kind of like that, where you kind of got to wiggle it and then pop it out. And you'll end up with that little triangle right there. I'm going to go ahead and do that on the other side too. So now I should have 2 holes right there. Okay. So now that we have our cover done, we are going to take our paper. Again, you want to have 5 to 8 sheets. If you have more than 8, it's really, really hard to actually cut through them. And what we're going to want to do is we're going to take the sheets of paper and find our center line, right? The line where it folds over. And we're going to go just a little bit past that. Again, maybe about 3 fingers past that center line. So if my center line's here, you don't need to make this mark, but just so that y'all can see. That's my center. And then what I like to do is just kind of make a couple of dots there on my sheets. And then I'm going to just fold right at those dots with all of my sheets of paper. So I end up with, and I did this the long way, not the tall way, but the long way, so that I could get nice long sheets to work with. So now that I have this fold, and you can see it's kind of like a little L, really smush it down. I'm going to put it back with the fold right at my close mark, and I'm going to close up the cover. What I should get are these 2 little white spots peeking through. I'm going to again take my marking pen, just make a little dot and dot where those 2 are. And then when I open it back up, I can see those dots. And I'm going to make those same triangles again, but this time right at those dots. So again, 1 line towards me, 1 line away, towards me, 1 line away. And then I'm going to go, just like I did with the cover, and cut those triangles out. So again, trying to cut along the black but not go past. Again, watching out for our fingers, being aware of where the sharp scissors are. And again, kind of pulling that little tooth of a triangle out. So I'll do that on 1 and on 2. And this is making the hole for our paper. And so if you ever finish the number of pages that you have and you need to put more paper in, you can just do this again. But we can see that our holes for our paper line up with the holes for our cover. And that's what we want. All right, this next bit gets a little bit tricky, and you're probably going to want to have a parent help you, or somebody else at least. You're going to take your rubber band, and you're going to put it through the hole in the paper, and then the hole in the cardboard. And you'll see that it's half outside and half inside. You'll close it up. You'll take your stick, slide it through that loop in the rubber band. When I go back to the center, I pull on that rubber band, and that captures my stick. Now this is the really tricky part. You're gonna need to pull that rubber band really, really big, and then put it through the hole in the paper on the other side, and the hole in the cover on the other side. And then you can see that loop pops out the other end, and then you gotta pull some more and catch it around the other end of your stick. And now, like I said, I know it's tricky, but after you get it, it keeps everything nice and together. Your book can close up, and your nature journal is almost finished. Okay? This is where the tape comes in. You've got this little flap here that you could just leave like this, but it's nice to tape down. So you can go ahead and take just a little bit of tape, tape it along that edge to keep it from flapping up. Now, if your paper is hanging over the end, maybe you had a smaller box, that's okay. You can just take some scissors and cut the paper so that it's inside your cover. But your nature journal is now done being built, and you get to design the cover as you like. And I'll go ahead and put a couple of examples up as to what covers of nature journals can look like. But really, it's yours. You make it your own. Have fun with it. You've got both a front cover and a back cover to design. So that's it, y'all. Nature journal done. Go ahead and finish yours up, and when you get done, go ahead and post it to Seesaw so I can see your amazing work. And then we're gonna get using this real soon. Good luck, have fun, see you next time.